to Virginia. Welcome 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 to Virginia.
Yo, you now tuned into the motherfucking Welcome to Virginia podcast. Sitting here with the homie, the one and only, the dirt bag, the trash bag Bandicoot. He got so many names. Aaron Springer, I don't want to get your government out there like that, but I mean, it is public knowledge on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, first of all, I just want to know how you doing overall. How you been dealing with this whole thing as far as the pandemic and all that? How has that been for you?
Shit, I've been all right, I guess. Just recently, I feel like I got really back on my hustle like that. The pandemic, I feel like, made a lot of people lazy, especially me, because I had an excuse for being in the house. But it also gave me time to come up with a lot of ideas and shit, too. So I think now I'm finally acting on a lot of them. Yeah. So I've been doing pretty good. I've been trying to do my thing. Like I said earlier, like I got that recorded studio I'm about to open. I got a video studio we're trying to open. Been dropping videos, just trying to do my thing, you know?
Yeah, because I met, like, for real, when I go on social media, I stay on social media, I always see you doing something. If you ain't dropping music, you always got some kind of event or something like that going on, which is dope, because I be trying to tell artists, like, you can't just put out a song and then we don't hear nothing from you for months at a time and stuff like that. You gotta be consistent. Even if you want to drop your music, be doing an event or just be online talking about something, or just get it in people's faces and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I try to tell people too, because like shit, my newest video I dropped, I recorded that song a year ago. But it didn't have a video, and I'm in my head like, damn, I ain't wrote nothing, but I need something, so I'm gonna do a video. Like,
and like a lot of records that people put out to become hit records, all records that they did a long ass time ago, because you write the type of music that people can feel is timeless anyway, so it don't matter when you wrote it. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to rewind the time and go back a little bit. So how was your childhood and stuff like that growing up? Like who are you when you first come into, like, start growing up as a kid? Who are you?
I mean, I had a good childhood, I'd say. I mean, it was iffy, I guess. My mom's was always cool. My pops was a little mixture of both, you know what I'm saying? My pops was an addict, stuff like that, but he did his thing too. He made up for it, if that's what I can say.
Both parents was in the household?
Yeah, but both parents was there. They probably shouldn't have been sometimes. But
you got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got an older brother, so he was always there if my pops was acting wild or doing some crazy shit. I had my brother, so I mean, I had it pretty good. I can't complain, to be honest. Cool. I mean, it wasn't no fucking silver spoon type shit. But love is all I needed. Yeah, I ain't need no materialistic shit.
So you would say, all right. So when's the first time you got in trouble as a kid or as a teen? Like something serious trouble? Like serious trouble.
Shit, probably like 13, 14. Something like that, yeah.
You can't talk about it or no?
Shit, I had like a possession of weed or something like that, but just some simple shit, nothing too crazy.
So when did you start doing music then?
I started doing music, I'd say I was probably, I think it was the summer before senior year in high school. Or it might have been like the end of junior year. My homeboy Diggs and my homeboy Zoo, R.I.P., they came to my homeboy Alex's house, and they had a studio in the closet. I wouldn't call it a studio, but it was a Rock Band mic with a laptop that didn't even have a disc fucking thing or a USB port. Like one of them little Chromebooks. Yeah. And they went in the closet, and I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And they said, oh, we about to rap. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm just laughing at first. And I was like, yo, let me get on the song. And they thought I was playing. They just laughed at me and was like, nah, man, what the hell are you talking about? And at first I was playing until they were like, come on, and then I had to do it. Yeah. So I went in there and just freestyled some shit, and they never let me stop after that. I did that shit, and after that they was on my ass about it. So that's probably where I started at.
That's what's up. So, all right, so who were some of the people you listened to back then? Like,
well, see, me having an older brother, I listened to like a lot of the shit he was listening to. So I mean, like, even when I was younger, like, I was listening. I mean, definitely Lil Wayne was probably one of my biggest influences like old Lil Wayne. I'm not talking about that bullshit now. Like, like old Lil Wayne was definitely probably my biggest influence. I could say that for sure.
So is that when you wrote your first rhyme at like 13, 14?
Yeah, well, no, because see, I didn't even write at first. At first, I freestyled everything.
Yeah.
And I had never rapped for anybody, but I would like walk around by myself, rapping. So I was ready for it when the time came. But I had never really rapped for anybody. And then like my first probably year or two of making music, all I did was freestyle. And then I finally sat down and wrote some shit. And then now that's what I do is I write.
So when you say freestyle, did you punch in or did you
I
just
do the whole shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
And if I fuck up, we're gonna redo it.
That's dope.
Well, I think we didn't even know back then. We didn't even know Audacity that you could stop and start recording again.
Yeah.
So we would literally have one person rap, then they walk away, and you walk up. and I'm talking about you can hear us running into each other and all types of shit, bro. Like,
man.
But I think people to be honest with you, I think some people liked our music better then because you could feel it.
Yeah.
And you could hear our fuck ups and you could hear the dude in the background going, ooh, when you said something like.
It was more raw.
Yeah, it was more natural.
It wasn't trying to fine tune it and try to.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We used to pass CDs out at school. Motherfuckers, by the time they got home, they couldn't even play them because they wasn't even in a sleeve. But we were trying, man.
I know the grind. Shit, I started out recording on a what's those things? The karaoke machines. I had cassettes.
Oh yeah.
I would go to Crossroads and buy the instrumentals.
Yeah.
And get a blank CDs. You get like 10 for $1. The Dollar General. Put the blank in there. Record. I would take 2 blanks, right? Because you could record, do your main vocals, put that cassette in the side where you had your instrumental. Now you put a fresh blank over here and do your ad libs. So that part of your song is playing, so it sounds like you done did 2 tracks.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We had to be creative back then because it wasn't no platforms. You didn't know where we could go to a studio or anything like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when did you first go to a real studio?
My first studio was at Earl's crib.
Earl's crib?
First time I ever went to a studio when he lived over there, like by Knuckles and stuff.
Okay.
That was my first, when me and Laji recorded that, or me and King Tech recorded that Jackpot song.
Okay.
Shit, this was probably, I'd say 2011. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Like 12 years ago, almost. Dang. That's what's up. And so, right, tell me about the whole Dirtbag, Trash Bandicoot, that whole thing. What is that all about?
So I mean, of course, as y'all know, I went by Gage for the longest time, stuff like that, and I think with the Trash Bandicoot, I kind of wanted to tap into really me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. If somebody fuck with me or my family, we can handle it. But like, I'm a funny motherfucker. I'm a dumb motherfucker. Like, so that's what I wanted to get into was like, I'm Trash Band, and it's like, I could sit here and tell you all about it, but it'd probably take all day.
Yeah.
But like the Dummy Boy Gang shit, the Trash Bandicoot shit, it's also because we've always been the underdogs, and I want you to sleep on me. Yeah. If I say I'm Dummy Boy Gang, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna even think twice about it. Or like, if you go to your homeboy and you say his music trash, and then tell him my rap name Trash Bandicoot, you look dumb as fuck.
Yeah, because I see some of your comments, like somebody will say something, and you be like, let me shit on that track.
Yeah,
or let me,
so that was
let me put my whack shit on it or something
so
like
that. Was kind of like, that was kind of what it was, is it was almost funny, like almost trolling type of deal.
That's dope because that really does fit your personality.
And the Trash Bandicoot, actually, that came from my homeboy Tragic. I was at his house recording in the studio, and he's always naming my songs stupid shit and just talking shit. And he was like, I'm going to name this song Trash Bandicoot. And I was like, bro, I'll make that my rap name.
Word.
And he was like, no, you won't. And it was just a joke then. But then I went home and I started thinking about like ideas.
Yeah.
And like the Gage thing was cool, but it was always only going to be that.
Yeah.
Like Trash Bandicoot, there was so much more I could do with it.
Yeah.
And so much cooler shit I could do off of that.
Okay. Well, shit. It's definitely good talking to you, man, and I want to see, what do you got coming up now? Like, what you got coming up next?
I think I'm gonna start working on a tape. I want to work on a tape for sure. I mean, in the near future, I ain't gonna lie to you, I really ain't got shit that's coming out right now, because I'm working on my studio, stuff like that, getting life in order, stuff like that, but definitely gonna be more videos coming. I want to work on a project because I've never really dropped like a full length project. I've always done singles, stuff, which I like because if a single flops, I can go to the next one. If an album flops, I done spent fucking 6 months working on that motherfucker.
You got the right idea.
But I do want to put out an album. I definitely am going to be putting out more singles. I was supposed to be doing a music festival this Friday.
That's what I was going to ask
but
about.
they're postponing it because they said the weather up there is getting like freezing temperatures in the night and shit, and people are staying overnight. So they're postponing that. So that ain't happening now, but it'll be happening another time sometime soon.
Yeah, keep us posted on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, all right. I think that's going to conclude this episode. I think this was a dope interview.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
You want to shout out anybody?
Shout out Dummy Boy Gang. Shout out King Tech. Shout out Premium Product. Shout out Welcome to Virginia Podcast. This man right here. These two dudes, Earl, they was there from the start when I started making music. Shout out anybody that ever supported me. Simple as that.
Word. You heard it from the man himself. Welcome to Virginia. We are holla.
Yes, sir.
My ice so cold, my heart so cold. Most of these rappers done sold they soul, but I ain't with that shit. Keep the 40, clap that shit. Moving weed in traffic, bricks in the attic, cash in the mattress. Money shit's a habit, I guess I gotta have it. I guess I gotta have it. You